Welcome to a short video showing our suggested picture settings for the Samsung UE65JS9000. These settings were based upon measurements taken by the client K10 using a Sencore MediaPro 500 multimedia generator combined with Calman 5 calibration software. As always, we recommend you select the movie picture mode because this will immediately give you the most accurate out-of-the-box settings. If you do nothing else, always select the movie mode when first setting up your new Samsung TV. Next, you need to set the backlight to suit your viewing environment. The JS9000 is a particularly bright TV, and we found that a setting of 9 out of 20 was more than sufficient to give you a nice bright picture without being uncomfortable to watch at night. The contrast or white level controls the bright part of the image and should be set to give you as bright an image as possible without losing detail in the whites. You can use our setting of 80 or adjust to suit your specific TV and viewing environment using a calibration disc. The brightness or black level should be set as low as possible to give you deep dark blacks, but not so low that you lose detail in the parts of the image just above black. You can use our setting of 43 or again adjust using a calibration disc. Once you have correctly set the contrast and brightness controls, you should have a dynamic and punchy image. For the sharpness control, we found that the default setting was too high, and in fact to ensure there is no unwanted ringing or edge enhancement, we recommend using a setting of 0. You can leave the colour and tint controls in their default settings, because we will address these when looking at the colour management system. The picture size control has been changed slightly from last year, so to ensure there is no overscan or unwanted scaling, choose picture size 16:9 and select Fit to Screen on. You can leave all the 3D controls at the default settings. In terms of the advanced settings, you should turn dynamic contrast off. You should also turn black tone off and leave flesh tone at 0. We found that none of these controls improve picture quality and might actually be detrimental. In the case of this particular review sample, we used a gamma of 0. In terms of the white balance controls, we found that the grayscale was very accurate out of the box, possibly because it's a pre-production sample. So we only needed to make minor adjustments using the 10-point controls. The improvement would probably be imperceptible, and every TV is different, but if you're interested, these are the settings we used. When it came to the colour space, which is Samsung's name for their colour management system, we used the custom setting. However, once again the auto setting was extremely accurate out of the box, so you might be better off just selecting that. Although if you want to try our detailed colour settings, here they are for red, green, blue, yellow, cyan and magenta. When it comes to the picture options, we recommend a colour tone of warm 2, which is closest to the industry standards. We also recommend turning the MPEG noise filter off. For interlaced content, we recommend leaving film mode to auto 2, and with film-based content, leave auto motion plus off. We found that for the smart LED local dimming, a setting of low provided the best blacks with the minimum of artifacts, such as haloing around bright objects against a dark background. And if you're watching a letterboxed film, we recommend turning Cinema Black on. That completes our recommended settings for the Samsung UE65JS9000. Hopefully they will help you get the most from your new TV. You can read the actual review at avforums.com/reviews. You can also see more videos at avforums.com/videos. And why not follow us on Twitter? and like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.